You've been playing tennis for months, maybe even years, and still you lose to the same players and you miss the same shots. Your serve still collapses under pressure. And the worst part, you actually train. You show up. You're putting in the hours. But the progress barely shows. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because what if I told you that getting better at tennis is not only about more hours, and it's not about grinding harder. And no, it's also not about copying drills you saw on Instagram. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Erik. I'm a human movement scientist and I've been a tennis coach for over 30 years in my home city, Amsterdam. Every time I walk on court, I make sure I do at least one thing. Sometimes it's about technique. Sometimes it's about decision making. And sometimes it's simply about enjoying the game. Today, I'll show you what the science says about real improvement on court. And yes, this applies to not only beginners, but also intermediates and even advanced players. If you're ready, let's dive in. Now let's start with the first mistake that almost everybody makes. Most players say, I just want to get better. Although such a broad goal sounds nice, it's not actually that useful. Research shows that vague goals produce vague results. And on the other hand, specific challenging goals lead to higher performance. The brain simply doesn't improve on wishes, but it needs specific goal setting. It actually improves on clear targets. So instead of saying, I want to improve my serve, say, today I want to hit 6 out of 10 serves in today and I want to be aiming them at the tee. Now your brain really has a specific problem to solve, and the brain loves solving problems. But goals alone aren't enough. This is where most players get stuck. They do train a lot, but they don't train in a smart way. They hit balls, they rally, they play points, and then they hope improvement just magically happens. Unfortunately, hope is not a strategy. The majority of research in performance science shows that expert performance comes from deliberate practice. Not just from repetition and not just from play, but with focused, structured training with feedback. That simply means this. You train with a clear goal or mini goal. You focus hard, you get feedback, and you adjust. So rather than endless hitting, short focused blocks. Make sure every drill has a specific purpose. Train with intent. Here's a very understandable mistake I see every day on court with my players. Players who want to progress think a lot about their body, their limbs, their hands, their racket, and their internal focus. And that feels logical. But evidence shows, in most cases, it actually slows learning. There's strong evidence that focusing on the result of a movement is actually better than focusing on the movement itself. Consider darts, for example. Have you ever thought about stretching your fingers while you were aiming the dart in the bullseye? I think not. I think you were simply focusing and aiming at the bullseye. So an external focus. In tennis, although it's a bit more technical because you do have to handle a racket, this works the same. Aiming somewhere else, so an external focus, gets better results than an internal focus, like focusing on the arm or your wrist. So next time on court, try to aim somewhere with the specific goal of where you want to aim it, how many times, rather than focusing on your technique. Before we go on, my name is Erik. I make videos about tennis and science, and if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe. And if you have the intention or goal to help me make more videos, please like the video because it really does help the channel. Now let's talk about something that frustrates a lot of players. In training, everything goes well, but in matches, everything falls apart. That's partly because match play is chaotic, unpredictable, and brings pressure. And on the other hand, your training is often too predictable. You do the same drills, you practice in the same rhythm, you'll probably practice mostly from the baseline, but you'll hit less serves and probably no volleys. But research shows that variability in practice improves transfer to real matches, especially under pressure and under fatigue. The brain simply gets too comfortable in predictable drills. For matches, you need variation, you need unpredictability, you need pressure. So during your practices, don't do the same thing over and over. Mix it up and add some challenges for pressure. Now, let's put this into a simple structure. Start with your warm-up. Pick one specific goal. Train in short focus blocks and add some variations. And finish off with a few challenging pressure points. And after, take a moment to reflect and see what you can do different next time. That's it. Nothing too complicated, but this is what training with intent looks like. And here's the part most people don't expect. Sometimes the goal is not performance. It's enjoyment. Some days the goal is to compete, but some days the goal is to relax and have fun. And to top that off, even motivation research shows that enjoyment and autonomy drive long-term progress. So fun can be a real goal too, if you choose it purposefully. So, if you feel stuck right now, if you train but don't seem to progress, if tennis is starting to feel frustrating instead of exciting, the solution is not more random repetitions. It's smarter training, clear goals, focused work, better attention, and with that, more match realistic and varied training. If you like a challenge, I've got one for you. Try one small goal this week. Just one measurable goal. Train it 2 to 3 times. Make sure to track your results for your progress, and then tell me in the comments what changed for you. If this video helps you see training differently, you know what to do. And remember, you don't need more time. You need direction. Now I want to thank you for watching this video all the way until the end. I really appreciate it. Maybe you will also like this video YouTube is recommending you, and I'll see you on the next one.